How is everybody today? I am actually just hilarious. I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any. It's really dry in my motorhome right now, and it's super cold out. So it's like minus, I don't know, maybe only about minus 25, 26 right now. I don't know. It was minus 40 something the other night. I'm in an insulated barn in my RV with some ceramic heaters. I have a nice cozy warm house I can go into the main home. Don't worry about me, Fam Jam. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the movies that are out right now. Just this, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's just hilarious. So I put on my Crackbook page to watch Don't Look Up on Netflix. And if you haven't watched that, I believe Netflix dollars are for benevolent reasons. Like everything on Netflix, I can literally go through every movie and say, this is what they're telling you in this movie, this is what they're telling you in this movie, this is what they're telling you in this movie. So we have, and the same on Disney, and this has been going on for like the last couple of years now, right? So anyways, if you haven't watched Don't Look Up, it is hilarious. You have to watch it right till the end credits. The reason I'm saying that is because, and also Death to 2021. They actually talk about SPIKE proteins on there. So I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but even in Death to 2021, they mention the Gasoline Maxwell trial. She just got 32 years. Well, who's on that list of people in disclosure? So when she got found guilty, all of the people that she mentioned, name dropped, including Richard Branson and all of these shenanigans. So that's the movie going on right now, and they're telling us about it. So, through the other movies. It's really funny. So, if you're paying attention only to the narrative of the Kool-Aid drinkers and what the Kool-Aid drinkers have done by putting whatever into their body, then you're missing out on the underlying show of the other movies that are going on. And when people talk about the JABs, and thank you, Leanne, for reminding me. I did read this last year, and I was just kind of like, so I can't even say it. WARP speed means weapons against, those not Republicans, but reptilian, and then you can figure out the rest. Anyways, so when they do these things, like, they're seeing if that biological entity has more than 50% of bad blood. Okay? So this is just my opinion, by the way, through my own research. So when they do this thing, if they find it to be the thing that they're sticking into here is, so they tell you about it on Blacklist, okay? Blacklist, there's an episode of Blacklist where they kill a son of somebody important, and it turns out it's a bio, you know what I'm gonna say, WEAPON. And so they tailor that specific thing or to that specific person, period. So, and they talk about all the things that are in this thing in that episode. No lie. Go watch it. So if we think about that episode logically, and then we put the W thing together, then it would make logical sense that the good people that are into doing good things for humanity are not going to be affected by that. And that's what QR has been saying. It's not for the people who are actually doing good work, period. Okay? This is what I'm figuring out. When she says, "How do you like the movie so far?" This is what I'm loving the movie so far. So, if I think about it logically, and I go to all of the movies that they're showing us on Netflix and whatever, you can, like, Death to 2021 was pretty funny. My son, my middle son, told me to watch this movie, and he was the one that was yelling at me last year, okay? Like, hanging up the phone. So he's like, "You gotta watch that," because I told him to watch Don't Look Up. And so I think he watched it, and then, but anyways, even in, like, these movies, they're dropping so much information. So there's this person that I know here in my province, and she was, I'm not going to say exactly who it is, but she's a big supporter of the three-letter movement that starts with the second letter. You kind of get what I'm going, where I'm going with that, okay? So I can't even say these words, otherwise they get bleeped out. So she posted a thing about watching that movie and how stupid it was and whatever else. And I know I haven't engaged with this person in 2 years, seriously, because I know she's a Kool-Aid drinker. And she disowns anybody who actually believes in another opinion other than hers. So whatever. I was surprised to see her in my feed, basically. But I go, and that's what I said on the post. I think I was the fourth person. I'm like, I put some laughing emojis, and I'm like, I was wondering what the other side thought about this movie. But they don't get it. They don't get it. So, yeah. So the two movies, if you just hopped on, is that I'm talking about is Death to 2021 and Don't Look Up. So just to remind everybody. And watch both of them until they're over, especially Don't Look Up. Because when I watched Don't Look Up, I viewed it as an alliance movie put on to humor us woke, like, awakened people, and then also to kind of, like, tell us exactly what happened to the other side. So when I did my experience on Planet Earth video, I had mentioned that the dark side had made an agreement that they had to hand over all of the keys to unlock all of the black magic smoothly, and then they would get a life off planet. So please keep that in mind when you're watching that movie. Like, it's beautiful. Anyways, so I encourage everybody to sit in a higher vibration and get out of the 3D matrix of the Kool-Aid drinkers right now. And it's time to really have some compassion for them. Seriously, it's really time, because there's a lot of people over the holidays that reached out to me that are friends of mine that weren't necessarily, like, they've been real life friends that weren't buying my drinking what I was selling last year. They're like, whatever. But they still, you do you and I'll do me, whatever. And then a couple of them, their either sisters or relatives, have reached out to me and said, "Hey, so and so says that you and I share the same opinion on stuff." So I just send them videos, and you're gonna see a lot of that. So if we go to the 30% of the people last year were on to what was happening, 40% were like, I'm just gonna do whatever, just what I have to do to get by in life, okay? Yeah, also Matrix. There's a whole bunch of movies. I can go on, like, honestly, I was gonna make up a whole pile of movies right now to kind of go through, but I might do that on a really long video one day. And anyways, where was I going with this? Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyways, So I was going to do a little card reading, but for the people who are all Ravenettes who've been following me for a long time, I have some really good news pretty soon. So I can't wait to share it with you. I just have to get a little bit organized. So, yeah, I'm super excited. And yes, thank you to everybody who are new subscribers and have watched my vid. Woo! Wow, that's a busy card. It's the owl. It flew right out, and I mean flew right out. It's about deception and wisdom. I'm gonna have to read that one out loud. Yeah, so thank you to all the people who just joined the channel. I'm gonna probably be for reals, because this is like my hour and 51-minute video. If anybody watched that one, thank you, by the way. And also, it glitched a bazillion times because of whatever I said. So that's why I'm very cautious as to how I say things in my video. Yeah, and that's why I do charts a lot of times. So I will be purchasing a new laptop. I have Kat, thank you, looking for a laptop for me. Hooray, it's been since April 30th, in case you didn't know. I've been using my phone, so I have to prop it up in my pencils and whatnot. Okay, so here I am, I got dirty glasses on. I've got the owl is the one that flipped out. And then the three other ones. Oh, I am so excited. Wealth, the swan, and communication. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh my goodness. I love it. See, this is actually what I'm talking about. Okay, so the deception of the communication and transformation is into wealth. Kind of what's going on. See, if you transform what our knowledge was of the old programs, the lower 3D, and this is, I love the owl, but it's been used as a dark symbol. But I really love the owl. And the swan has been coming up. But look at this wealth card, is just like growing and growing and growing. So I love it. Okay, Shawnee, Emma, thank you. It's minus 47 in my home city of Regina. It's I think it's like minus 20 something here right now. So I'm gonna read the owl card because I think it's a great card. The owl lends you eyes that you need in order to see the dark around you. That's the one literally that flew out. The owl can cut through the shadows to illuminate the real truth. Someone may be trying to camouflage his or her real intentions. Deceit, lies, unclear intentions are exposed with owl energy. The owl also reminds you to be honest with yourself and snap out of any lies or denial inside you. Lying to yourself is the way that you'll remain lost in a prison of your own making. So it's like busting out of the matrix. Is that what you're saying? The owl appears to ask you to seek truth in the darkest places within yourself. Haven't we been talking about that for months? This will set you free and restore you to wholeness. All is well with the owl to guide you. Deep wisdom into human nature is gained through the ability to recognize untruths. Owl is an important and powerful ally. Oh, I love. So, isn't that just a powerful reading today? I'm not going to read the other cards because it's too time consuming. Anyways, but there's the book again I read from. So I just wanted to pop on hi quickly and tell you that I'm doing a lot of drawing. I'm working on a lot of projects. I'm getting a new laptop. I have a big announcement to make shortly. And I mean, it's a great announcement. I think that's the longest I've been silent on camera. Actually, no, I think I did a funny video last year where I pretended I got the JAB and I put green paint all over my face and I scared some of y'all. And I just sat there and like, geek, geek. Some of y'all took that a little too seriously. But anyhow, I wish everybody light and love on your journey today, no matter where you are in the universe or what timeline dimension you're on. I hope everybody breaks off the duality within themselves by cutting through that deceit and lies of the old matrix and just breaking free of it. And finding the wisdom within yourself and transforming that from the beautiful swan, into just a wealth of energy. And that's what money is, actually, is just energy putting forward. So I love you guys. I wish everybody just the most blissful day that you could ever have on this, in this universe. So thank you.